going on, folks? I got a book here I've been reading that I think if you're a man in America and you got a wife and you got kids, you ought to read this book. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this woman's name, but I've seen her on a couple of podcasts I listen to, and she's talking about this. She's from Somalia. She's in America now, but anyway, she went from Somalia to Sweden, I think, or Hungary, and then she made her way over here. And this is the book. I don't know if y'all can see that. Anyway, it tells all about the Somali men and the North African men, and then, they're all a bunch of Muslims. And even from, some are from Syria and all these other places, but so now over in France and Sweden and Hungary, and they're just raping women on the street. They've, migrated over, thousands of them, hundreds of thousands of them. They don't believe in their laws, so they got their own laws, and women's supposed to be walking around covered up, and if you ain't covered up, you're free game, you want it. And she tells her, they take them they don't even do nothing to them. I don't get the court systems over there. She tells a story of one dude that raped a 12-year-old or whatever in a restaurant. It was a swimming pool. There's a 12-year-old boy in a public swimming pool that he grabs and just bends over and rails because he was in a sexual emergency. He hadn't had sex in 4 months, so he had to do it. And they give him some shit like 2 weeks of community service or some crap. But they don't prosecute these people over there. Well, guess what? We got a couple 100,000 of these people coming up our southern border every month or week. I don't know what it is Biden's letting in now. I just think Mexicans coming across there. There's tons of North Africans and Turkish people and Syrian people and Chinese and everything else. I don't guess Chinese go around raping women, but these Muslims do. It's their religion, way of life. I don't know. They just don't give a shit. Women have no rights in their country. Look at them today. We can't get a bunch of Americans to come out against the crap Biden's doing, and the jab and the steal and the taking the land, but yet you got 250,000 Muslims in Chicago are marching for the government to cut off Israel and to help Palestine, and their numbers are getting bigger. What are you going to do when they start? You're in the shopping mall and a gang, because they travel in gangs, there's pairs of them. They like that gang rape. This book will make you mad as hell when you start reading it. It's not just the people, it's the governments, the court systems. They don't do nothing about it. It's like, well, don't go outside or wear a burqa. Are you going to allow your wife or your 10-year-old boy or your 9-year-old daughter or... what are you going to do? You're probably going to do what I'm going to do. And then I bet you $1,000 our government's going to lock us up. I bet money. Biden, he's over in Copenhagen promising that he's going to set 30% of the United States landmass to nature. I don't know what the percentage already is, but I hear tell to get to 30%, that's 2 states of Texas worth of land. That's Texas and a whole other state of Texas worth of land. 440 million acres. More than whatever they already got set apart for public parks and national monuments and shit that they say is public land, but it ain't public land. They allow us to go out there, so we think it's public land, but government owns it. So what are you going to do when they come for your house? When they come for your land? I mean, what are my boys talking about? They're training for what they're calling yard farming. Yard farming. You know what yard farming is? That's where the flyboys just come by and they just blow us up in our house and they spread us out like cow manure all over the place. Yard farming. No people, no house. You know, I thought one day I might have to fight for the Chi-Coms or, you know, whoever someone would invade us. And then no doubt they probably still will. But it's going to be our own damn government that comes for us first. They're not going to send troops to take this land. They're going to go yard farming. I doubt they tell you, they ask you, they pay you for your property. I don't know. They may offer us something for it. But it's kind of odd, you know, they've been training for yard farming. I got a funny feeling we'll just be asleep one night and then next thing you know we're in heaven or hell wherever you're going. But I mean, our government right now is working so many different angles just to destroy this country. It could be anything, letting bioweapons in. It could be just ruining the economy and everything from letting all the illegal aliens in from all over the damn world. You know, letting them take over our form of government and implementing Sharia law and making our women act like they make their women act. I mean, yeah, you need to read that book. And if it don't piss you off as bad, I mean, and you may say, oh, it's not going to happen here. It won't happen here. Well, I bet that's what the French said, and the Germans said, and the Swedes said, and the Denmarkians, and the whoever the hell else is in Europe, Irish, Scottish. It's happening everywhere over there. You might as well say they've already been taken over. And it's coming to America. It is coming to a street near you. Horrible. Get the book, read the book, decide what you're going to do. You're just going to let them do it? I mean, in this whole book, now I ain't read the whole thing yet, I'm about 3/4 of the way through it. But she hasn't once mentioned how some woman or kid's man or anything retaliated. I mean, no, you ain't doing that to my wife in the public bathroom or right here in the swimming pool or right outside my house or at the gas station. I mean, they're not doing this crap at night. They're doing it in broad daylight. You come in my coffee shop. Oh, you wanted the train. And you were asking for it. Yeah. So, get together. Get together with your buddies. I don't know when it's going to start. But we keep letting them in by the thousands. I mean, this retard up there in D.C., he's all for open borders. He might as well just come out and say it. I'm for open borders. I don't give a shit what you Americans think. And And apparently we'll just let him stay in office. I mean, we're not going to get rid of him. Too many people's done drunk the fluoride too long. Stock up on food. It's going to be a long winter. Later, folks.